It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see the workhorse Jonathan Taylor. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Colts and the Jaguars, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
The Jags offense ready to try and make amends for that opening week loss. And we'll be keeping our eyes certainly on this man making his second appearance in the regular. They begin the drive on the ground with Cobb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers there for Cobb a week ago. 17 carries, 72 yards.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run at not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Play action. It's Lawrence. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Week 2 underway around the NFL, and a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener, the 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night a treat, a Monday night doubleheader, Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern, and then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Cobb again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Jaguars had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. The Jaguars getting set to go.
Okay, break.
The drive starts with a run by Cobb. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They go play action with Lawrence. That's complete to Cobb. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're not panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He's got it to the 43 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 27-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go! Hey, rock it!
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence, the left side completion to Jones. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that in.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone.
The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half.
Come on, check.
They'll start the drive with a give to Cobb. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
From the 24, Lawrence. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 41. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half.
Ready, break. Kill.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As everyone's... The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On play action, Lawrence. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to have it here just past the 25.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense.
On the ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. A gain of 3, second down.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to him.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
48 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. They stay on the ground with Cobb. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, second down. Now Lawrence to throw. This is Chenault on the receiving end. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Here we go, gotta have it. Lawrence looking downfield for Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. On the draw, here's Cobb. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Fourth down, here's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand